Hello and welcome to Daily Pod New York by Zebratruth. I'm your host, William Wilson, and today we're discussing the hottest topics in New York boroughs. Joining me is our guest, Rachel Davis. Rachel, thanks for being on the show and welcome back.
Thanks, William. I'm excited to dive into the latest news and trends in NYC.
Let's start with the weather, of course. Temperatures are soaring today, and we're expecting the hottest day of the year so far. An air quality alert is in effect, so sensitive groups should limit their time outdoors. Rachel, how do you plan to stay cool in this heat?
Important question, William. I'm all about staying hydrated and taking breaks in the shade, and of course, wearing light, breathable clothing. But I'm also excited about the two main events this weekend, the Grand Prix race happening on the Hudson River and the Governor's Ball in Queens at Flushing Meadows Corona Park. Have you heard about it?
Yes, I have. The Mubadala New York Grand Prix is going to be an incredible event. The U.S. team, led by world champion Mike Buckley and Olympic bronze medalist Hans Henken, is ready to compete on home turf. Meanwhile, the Swiss team, co-helmed by Sebastian Schneider and Gregoire Sigwart, aims to improve after a tough season start. We've been working hard, and we're looking forward to showing what we can do, Sigwart stated. With teams from various countries participating, SailGP highlights the growing international interest in competitive sailing, drawing a younger audience and fostering global rivalry and camaraderie. And there are big operations going on too, as Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman just became co-owners of the Australian SailGP team. Literally just today, the team will be called the Bonds Flying Roos. What do you think about this new development?
That's amazing breaking news for the day. The acquisition expands Reynolds' sports portfolio, and it's great to see Jackman getting involved in sports ownership. SailGP is an exciting global sport, and this move will surely bring even more attention to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Flying Roos perform at the Mubadala New York Grand Prix. The Flying Roos have captured 3 SailGP championships in 4 seasons and will launch under their new identity at the Grand Prix on Saturday.
Absolutely. And speaking of the other exciting event, the Governor's Ball Music Festival is happening this weekend in Queens. Rachel, have you checked out the food lineup? There are some amazing vendors and restaurants participating.
Oh yes, I've been drooling over the food options. From twisted potato to Matilda's Polish food, there's something for everyone. And I'm loving the fact that there are so many familiar New York restaurants and vendors participating. It's going to be a foodie's paradise.
That sounds incredible. And for our listeners who are planning to attend, what are some general tips you'd like to share?
It looks like temperatures will be in the low 80s on Friday and 70s the other 2 days during the daytime, with drops to the 60s in the evenings. So definitely wear comfortable shoes. And don't forget to bring sunscreen and a refillable water bottle. And, of course, check out the festival map to plan your day. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. One of New York City's biggest music festivals, the Gov Ball, is for the 3 days filled with concerts, dancing, and general merriment. This 15th edition takes place in Queens at Flushing Meadows Corona Park from Friday through Sunday, with headliners like pop star Olivia Rodrigo, rapper Tyler the Creator, and Irish singer-songwriter Hozier.
Great advice, Rachel. And for those who don't know, little bags are fine, but bigger bags need to be clear. Double-check your measurements. No cash is accepted, and no umbrellas are allowed. Too bad, since with the humidity rising, it might rain. All right, now, let's talk about some new restaurants opening up in Williamsburg. Casa Cugine, an Italian sandwich shop and cafe, is set to open soon, and Pally, an all-day cafe, is having a soft opening this Thursday. What do you think about these new additions to the neighborhood?
I'm thrilled to see these new restaurants opening up. Williamsburg is always evolving, and it's great to see a mix of traditional and modern influences. Casa Cugine's old Italian social club vibe sounds amazing. The shop will occupy the former Cafe Capri space, which closed in 2015 after 4 decades. Casa Cugine will feature familiar sandwiches from Mondello's social media, like the Hey Toots and How You Doin', along with sodas, iced coffee slushes, gelato, and cannoli. The owner is the social media influencer Danny Mondello, who aims to create an old Italian social club vibe.
That sounds delicious. And the second one with Pally's brunch items and small plates are right up my alley. Pally is owned by Ali, a North Brooklyn local with a deep-rooted love for hospitality. The cafe is named after Ali's beloved dog, aiming to create a warm and welcoming neighborhood spot. During the day, Pally will serve brunch items like sandwiches, healthy bowls, and egg dishes, with coffee service until 5 p.m. In the evening, the menu shifts to small bites, appetizers, and cheese and charcuterie plates, paired with cocktails and wine. Voila! And finally, let's touch on some of the bigger news stories. There's been a lot of discussion about the magnet shortage and its impact on the electric vehicle market in New York State. Rachel, can you break down what's happening and how it might affect consumers?
Sure thing, William. Are you ready for it? The demand for neodymium, a rare earth metal crucial for electric vehicle motors, has skyrocketed. It is not used for superheroes, though. Car manufacturers are scrambling to secure supplies, and there are concerns about potential supply chain disruptions. This could lead to increased costs for consumers and potentially reshape global trade dynamics.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. This news has sparked concerns about the economic impact on New Yorkers and businesses alike, with local advocacy groups calling for government intervention to stabilize prices. And now, we have some other transportation news about Citi Bike adding speedometers to their e-bikes after Mayor Adams announced a citywide 15 miles per hour speed limit for electric bicycles and scooters versus the current limit of 20 miles per hour. Rachel, what do you think about this new rule?
I think it's an interesting move, but a rushed one, William. While it's understandable to want to prioritize safety, I'm not sure if this rule is the most effective way to do so. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out and how riders adapt to the new speed limit.
Absolutely. Those e-bikes can travel up to 18 miles per hour, but currently lack speedometers that would allow a rider to know if they are exceeding the new speed limit. Adams's order comes less than 2 weeks after a 3-year-old girl in South Williamsburg was injured after being struck by an e-bike rider in the Bedford Avenue bike lane. Members of the neighborhood's Orthodox Jewish community have long protested the bike lane, and in recent months have called on Adams to crack down on e-bike drivers, who are predominantly delivery workers. Adams also said the 15 miles per hour rule aligns with similar limits in cities across the European Union. All right, then, we have to finish, of course, with the mayoral race, right, Rachel?
Yes. In New York City's mayoral race, Zohran Mamdani received a notable endorsement from Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Post-debate, Ocasio-Cortez commended Mamdani's coalition-building skills, telling the New York Times, "Assemblymember Mamdani has demonstrated a real ability on the ground to put together a coalition of working-class New Yorkers that is strongest to lead the pack." Polls show a tightening race, with Cuomo's lead narrowing under ranked choice preferences. This endorsement could reshape the Democratic primary, highlighting the city's political landscape and Ocasio-Cortez's influence.
Another story to follow. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Pod NYC by Zebratruth. Rachel, thanks for sharing your insights with us today.
Thanks, William. It was a blast chatting with you, as always.
And to our listeners, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and to download the Zebratruth app to listen to your favorite podcast and get your personalized news 100% fact-checked. Until next time, stay cool and stay informed in the Big Apple.